Okay, so kicking off break today, we have Miss Deshawn with the Poetry Out Loud announcement.
I hope that warm welcome will translate to many of you signing up to do Poetry Out Loud 2025. Okay. Okay. So Poetry Out Loud, if you don't know, is a poetry recitation competition. It's not your own poetry. It's you browse, you choose from their catalog of poems, 2 poems to recite accurately. Accuracy counts for a bit. And well and engagingly and emotionally, all these things. It's really beautiful. I have to say that the collection of poems that this institution kind of provides is eclectic and interesting, and I just really love this. So if you are interested, I'm going to be sending an email with a bit more detailed information after advisory, and all you have to do is reply to me and say, like, keep me in the loop. Okay, there is no obligation yet. And just some dates to keep in mind, we'll have a school-wide competition on January 24th, and then the regional competition will be on February 1st, a Saturday at CSUMB. Again, it's poetry recitation. You memorize a poem, you perform it. It's a really great celebration of verse. Thanks.
Okay, does everybody know what's happening at the end of the week next week? Finals! Yay! So, to tell you about assessment week, I don't know. Oh, Jay-Z, there he is, Jay-Z.
Come on, assessment week. I know it's an exciting week for everyone. It's an exciting week for faculty too. So next Thursday and Friday, and then the following Monday and Tuesday are assessments, and it's based on block. So we used to do a system where like U.S. history would be on this day and English would be on that day, but now it's based on block. So it's in the system, and it's in my York right now when you show up for your exams or your assessments. But you may not have an assessment, so you need to ask your teacher. You need to make sure from your teacher that you know, do I need to be here on this day? You know, is it a presentation? Do I have to turn something in person? Is it a written assessment that I take in the classroom? So if you don't know about your classes, make sure you find out today or tomorrow from your teacher. What do we have? When do we turn it in? How do we turn it in? Do we have to show up? If you don't have anything in that block, you don't have to be on campus. And if you are on campus because you're studying or you're doing work with friends, please be respectful of other assessments that are going on. Just be quiet and respectful on campus because there will be people doing work and taking assessments. The following Wednesday is our makeup day. So if you're sick or have some other exceptional circumstance, that can be the morning that you make up an assessment. It doesn't mean that you get to customize your assessment schedule. So please don't try to customize you know what, I actually would rather, that's my hardest one. I want to have the weekend to study, so I'm going to actually ask to take that on Wednesday. So please don't customize your schedule. That's not what that's for. That's if you're sick or have some other exceptional circumstance. I'll send out some ideas for ways to study and think about managing your time, and hopefully you'll find those useful. And if you have any questions or any problems, talk to your teacher or come to see me. Thanks.
So next we have a few announcements from Mr. Williams. After that, we will hear from Mr. Brookhauser, and then after that from Ms. Nodenair.
Good morning. I partially want to celebrate all the amazing work in the arts. This semester we had Almost Maine, we performed at Hacienda. What else have we done? We have learned all of the music for Anastasia, which is coming up in February when we take the students to New York City. We started rehearsals for Les Mis, but we are not finished. We are not finished. Today, Chamber Choir is headed over to Chomp Hospital, so if you have a parent or a friend or a family member there, they can come hear us sing at 1 p.m. Tomorrow night, you are all invited to come down to Portola Hotel. We'll be performing at 6 o'clock there. It's super fun. It's festive. There's a big tree. If you've been downtown Monterey during Christmas time, all the lights are up on Fisherman's Wharf. So come down. It starts at 6. I know some of us are headed over to ice skate after for fun as a group. So if you would want to join that, feel free. But that is happening tomorrow night, and everyone's invited, so please come down to downtown Monterey. And then next Friday, during finals, if you need a respite, need some good music, please head over to Carmel Mission Basilica. Our performance there is at 7 o'clock. This is more formal, but it's also actually more community building because we get to sing carols together. We get to have a moment in one of the most historic buildings in California, especially in this area, and have a really beautiful evening of music and celebration of the semester and all of the hard work the students in choir and chamber choir have been doing. So, and then finally, Jazz Band is going to be having their big performance on that following Sunday down in Seaside, and more information is going to come out in the Falcon about that. So come and support those students as well. We have a lot of our students working in the arts and singing and performing and playing music, and they're doing amazing work. So congratulations to a great semester, and I hope to see you tomorrow night and next Friday.
Excited about the choir in Monterey Friday. Thank you for hosting that. I'll be there. So many exciting things happening. Assessment week's coming. My students, you are required to attend, by the way. We're going to be building stuff out there. And then also excited about Poetry Out Loud because Ms. Deschamps is leading more students to do more presentations. That's good news because she's really good at teaching that thing, because she's really good at doing it. How awesome was her sophomore speech? Yeah, it was so awesome that I begged her to participate in TEDx this year as well, and she agreed. That's huge news. Among other students, staff, and special guests, we're gonna have lots of surprises, and I'm here to tell you that once again, we are offering a very limited number of free seats to the event on Thursday, January 30th, for students and faculty, but you need to commit as soon as possible because it's going to sell out. We're going to run out of space. So if you would like to be there to witness TEDx York School on January 30th, check your inbox after break immediately and submit your commitment to it. You have an email waiting for you right now. It's going to be an incredible event. More news to come. Thank you.
Okay, so today's Thursday. Does anyone know that Thursday is actually an acronym for two different things depending on the state of mind you're in? Does anyone know what Thursday stands for? What? All right, we gotta amp up the excitement. So, okay, for those wanting adventure and academics, Thursday, T, traveling. No, this is for the fun. Traveling. H, happily. U, under. R, radiant. S, skies. D, discovery. A, amazing. And Y, youth adventures. This is about CIEE and you and traveling over the summer with friends or making new friends. Today at lunch, another workshop. There will be another one to finalize your applications after winter break. For those thinking, oh my gosh, I already do this because I'm under beautiful skies already in Monterey, then let's get a little bit more academic for T for transformative, H for horizons, U for understanding, R for regional, S for systems through, D for diverse, A for adventures, and Y for youth programs. So please come to room 2:11:40 a.m. during lunch to 12:15 today to work on those 3 lovely questions about your challenges, your goals, and what program you're most interested in participating in. Thank you so much.
Okay, so now it's that time for our sophomore speech. So please get your hands together and please welcome Sky.
It's the beginning of 7th grade, and I'm over at my best friend's house. Blankets cover the floor, pillows scattered all around, a bowl of candy and snacks perilously balanced on the edge of the bed. The room echoed with our laughter, and a movie played in the background, a true middle school sleepover experience. We were dressed in baggy clothing with our overly contoured makeup sitting heavy and cracked on our faces. As we scrolled through the photos and videos we'd taken, our awful attempts at deep voices sounded back at us, and we looked ridiculous with our hair under beanies, fake fringes, and cringy poses. My friend had come up with the idea to try and dress up as boys. You know when girls get their friends to dress up and fake being their boyfriends? That's what we had attempted to do, and it turned out as well as expected. The whole experience is now one of my core memories, but it's not just because it was so much fun. When I thought about it, I realized I had felt so comfortable dressing up, no matter how hideous it was. I hadn't looked like a boy, but I hadn't looked like a girl either. And I was starting to realize I maybe didn't feel like one. In the days following, I changed my style. I got my first short haircut and dyed it a very bright blue. Looking back on it is embarrassing, but at the time, it made me feel so comfortable with my appearance, bad undercut, uneven color, and all. I became almost allergic to wearing girly things, refusing to go near the color pink, despite my room being painted it. Personally, I find my past style embarrassing, and I hopefully wouldn't be caught dead dressed like that now. But it was a part of a larger process, which included me finding my name. Sky now sat right next to my dead name on papers and assignments. It was an attempt to ease myself into using it without having to outright say anything. Of course, it took only a week for someone to point it out. The end of third period is always the best, because the only thing left to look forward to is lunch. Everyone was already outside when my teacher asked me to stay behind. Being told to stay behind is always terrifying, the first immediate thought being, what did I do? Time seemed to slow as my feet dragged towards the teacher's desk. In reality, it took only a couple of seconds before I was sliding into the chair in front of him. Apparently, my nerves were clear, because his first words were an attempt at comfort. You're not in trouble. I just wanted to know why you've been writing Sky next to your name. Is that something you'd like to be called? My panic slowly worsened, hands fidgeting and picking up my nails. I didn't know how he felt about this kind of stuff, so the only thing was to hope for the best. Yeah, I would. Surprisingly, my voice was steady, even with such a plain response. Okay, one other thing. He smiled gently as he continued. Did you change your pronouns too? And what would you like me to call you around your parents? This had been a constant worry for me, telling my parents. Now it was one of the easiest decisions I have ever made in my life. Here was my teacher saying he'd be willing to take the fall for me. Who was I to say no? I used they, them, and please call me Sky around them. My lips formed a smile as I shoved shaking hands into the pockets of an oversized hoodie. My teacher let me out to lunch. The conversation was over. Not every part of the process was easy. A couple of people who I had considered close to me weren't nice or understanding. Learning to distance myself from them was hard, but a healthy decision in the long run. Fortunately, the good outweighed the bad. I slowly began to realize that I liked wearing dresses, putting on heels, and doing my makeup. It made me feel genuine rather than trying to fit a picture I had assumed was required. The stereotypical girly things were comfortable, and they didn't change my identity. I continued to wear baggy clothing, and my hair was never as long as it used to be, though infinitely better after I started cutting it myself. And so while I am no longer a girl, and I sometimes dress boyish, and the only name on my papers is Sky, I'm not a boy either. I wear dresses and put on heels and do my makeup to feel pretty, and my room is still very much pink.
Sky, the whole time I was just smiling because that was so beautiful. And I love that you were able to be so vulnerable with us and share that. And controversial or not, those people who don't vibe with you, screw them, because you're one of the coolest, most amazing people I've met, and I love what you do, and I love the smile you always bring to everyone I always see you with here too. So thank you for that. So I actually, round of applause. I forgot the papers that I was supposed to bring up here, so give me a second. Okay, we're gonna do a little chant because I feel like it. So when I say featured, you say Falcon, okay? All right, you guys ready? All right. Featured! Falcon! Featured! Falcon! Featured! Falcon! Featured! Falcon! Last one. Featured! Falcon! All right, let's see who we got today. Oh my goodness. Okay. Pause. I'm sorry, I'm a bit slow sometimes. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, quiet down. So, for this one, you guys aren't gonna, okay, hold on. I'm just gonna read it. Okay, so this one, the Featured Falcons are fall sports teams, and they're getting shouted out because each team has shown commitment, humility, and dedication to their respective sport and team. Congratulations to all our Falcon fall teams. Yay. You guys don't need to come down because there's too many of you, but congratulations. Okay, next one. Drum roll, please. Yehuda! Yehuda is a beacon of kindness on campus, from the shout out in Michael O's sophomore speech to the joy he brings to every interaction. The world needs more Yehudas. Amen. Okay, another drum roll, please. Yolanda. Yolanda got nominated because she is always a great listener and is always kind to everyone. Okay. Last one. This person got 3 nominations, so drum roll, please. Chloe. Okay, first one. She always has a smile on her face and she is ready to spread positivity around the school. Okay, second one. She's always fun to be around and knows how to make everyone's day better. Okay, last one. You are literally, okay, wait. Okay, can't say that part. You bring so much joy to everyone to the campus. You have such an infectious personality and we all love you. I forgot my phone to take a picture. Mr. Williams. Smile, smile. Everybody look at them.
Everybody look at them.
Okay, round of applause again. Just another quick announcement about the Featured Falcons. Please be a bit more specific when you're writing them. Also, you have to write who it's nominated by, and so make sure to write your name. If you write anonymous, the person you nominated will not be called out, so do that. That's the end of break today. I believe we have Pat.